Santo Domingo's Colonial Zone, home to cobblestone streets, vibrant history, and tonight, Grub with Gruber brings you to Hasta La Tamboora, a legendary merengue bar and restaurant that will transform from this to this. My guest, Manny Cruz, is one of the Dominican Republic's biggest stars, and he'll take the stage tonight after our conversation. Manny's journey wasn't always filled with spotlights and applause. He worked as an auto parts store manager in the United States before daring to pursue his merengue dream. And even when success came, it wasn't easy. His pop-style merengue drew hate, with one radio DJ famously making trolling him a full-time job. Now, Manny has silenced the critics, earning his place as this generation's face of merengue. Tonight, we're talking music, perseverance, and passion, all in the heart of my home, the Dominican Republic. Grub with Gruber starts now.
Wow.
You gotta eat up, man.
Oh, my Lord.
You got a performance in a little bit.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, gracias.
Baileys.
Nutella and rum.
Oh, nice.
So, thank you.
Salud.
Look
Salud,
at
for you guys.
that, huh? Look at this.
Live
Oh.
from the Dominican Republic.
All right, let's try one of these. Is
So,
chicharron?
Have you tried what of course, chicharron, right?
Yes, of course. Chicharron. Amazing. How can chicharron be bad? That's so good. You learned English, I'm assuming, when you moved to Miami.
Yeah.
You were there for about 10 years, 14 to 24 years old. Does that sound about right?
10 years.
All right. Moving back, what made you move back? What prompted you to move back to Dominican?
Music.
Yeah?
Merengue.
Merengue. That's your thing. Yeah. Take your time. Take your time.
I went to the States when I was 14. I moved there. My dad lost his job here. My mom, we weren't doing good economically. So we were looking for the American dream, like a lot of people. Nothing. I spent there 10 years in Miami, and it was really good. It was really nice. I worked I started working when I was 17 in auto parts.
Yeah.
And advanced auto parts.
Advanced auto parts, yeah.
And it was really good. I learned a lot. It was a really good experience for me of growth. You know, I started out as a cashier, and I ended up as a general manager of one of the stores. Me being 22 years old, and for me it was really good, really good experience. Then after that, I started, going to the university, and I started studying music business. I always knew that I wanted to be like a singer, but not like any type of singer, like a merengue singer in an orchestra. And nothing. When I was 24, I made the choice of coming back over here, of getting the Dominican dream.
Were you performing in Miami at all? Were you doing any performance or backup singing or anything?
I had to do. I was one of the singers of the group of the university.
That's so good.
One of my teachers was Ed Calle. He's a famous he plays the sax. And I learned a lot with him, and I was one of the singers of the group of the university. But then I have to come over here because this is where merengue. This is the cuna of merengue.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it in English.
No.
And I have to
hub.
Exactly, the hub. So if I wanted to become a merengue artist, or however you want to call it, I had to come over here.
Yeah.
So I left my family, my whole family there, my mom, my dad, my brother, my nephews, everybody. I went crazy, and I was like, no, I'm going back to the art. And they were like, what? Why? Because I wanted to grow in that environment of I wanted to go to be part of one of the groups.
Yeah.
Already established.
Yeah.
And this is really weird. Me trying to explain this, and
No, it's good.
I've said it so many times in Spanish.
Sure.
That,
Yeah.
So nothing. I came over here. I remember the whole flight from Miami to DR. I was crying. I was really scared because I was like, okay, I'm sure of what I want, but uh,
Did I
I'm
make
not
the
sure
right
if
move?
I'm making
Yeah. The right
the
move.
right choice.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was a big move, and nothing. When I got here, I didn't know where on what group I was gonna. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
I came over here having the faith in God that He was gonna put me in the right place, but I didn't know where.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So nothing.
How did you at 20? So 22, man. That like I was promoted quickly with my company. So by 22, 23, I was making, you know, 60, $70,000, right? Like good living, especially back then. This is early 2000s, and I had dreams, thoughts, but they died every day because it was like I had to be responsible and reasonable and follow this career. Was there a moment? I know my moment at 42 when I quit my job and now I'm making 400 grand and I have kids and a wife and like, all right, I guess now I'll quit. Was there a moment that you remember, like a calling, voice of God, whatever, that said, you got to quit and go? You've got this career, you're growing with Advanced Auto Parts, but you got to go. Do you remember
Yeah.
anything?
I came in February 2007. I always used to come like vacation, but I came that time. I came with a goal. I was like, I'm gonna analyze when I'm there. I'm gonna analyze everything and to see. And yeah, when I got on the plane from here from DR to Miami, I was like, you know, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time to do it. I got there to Miami. I went up to my boss and I told him, look, I wanna quit. I'm going to DR. I'm gonna follow my dreams. I'm gonna do this and that. I sat down with my mom, my dad, and by the 23rd of April, I mean 2 months after, I was here in DR.
Yeah.
The first night, I spent it like half a block away.
No
from
kidding.
here.
What?
Yeah.
Just a friend's house? Or?
No, Angelo's. It's a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
It's near Hasta La Tamboora.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful. I mean, I was like, I remember that night. It was a couple of friends and stuff, and it was really wonderful. It was really scary.
Yeah.
The first couple of months because I didn't know okay what group it was gonna choose me. I mean I don't know. I didn't know anything. I just knew that I made the
Commitment.
sacrifice and the commitment
Yeah.
to do good.
Yeah, you did. So 2007 to 2010, I know you were in a couple of bands. 2010, you decided to go solo, but it doesn't work very well for
Exactly.
you. Why? What happened?
I don't know. I have no
Well,
idea.
you've gone solo since and have done well. So what was the difference?
I mean, maybe timing. Timing. I mean, it has a lot to do.
Sure.
Timing. I mean, you have to be prepared and you have to look for the opportunities and stuff. But timing. I mean, to be in the right place in the right time, it's true. And anyways, I in 2010 when I did it by my first solo attempt, it was really scary. I mean, all my savings from all those years working over there, and it wasn't that much. It was like $10,000,
Yeah.
$12,000.
But then, right? It's a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. And nothing. All of a sudden, in a couple of months, all of that gone. My first time with no money, no job. I mean, it was hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, what do I do now? And then I was doing at the same time I was with my solo career. I was doing commercials. I was doing jingles for a lot of politicians or a lot of brands or whatever. I was doing like a model for sandals for.
You were a model?
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, not model. But I was doing a lot of commercials,
Yeah.
extras.
Yep.
I mean, they used to pay me like $40 or $30 to go to San Pedro de Macorís and be an extra there for the whole day. But I was, trying to be in the middle of everything, so to see what would happen.
Yeah.
And then I was doing a lot of musical theater, and I met two friends of mine, JJ and Javi, that we started a group together, but of ballet, of
It was
pop.
Auda.
Aura.
See.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we spent like 4 years together, and after those 4 years, we split. Everyone took
Agreeable?
Yeah,
Split?
We sat down.
Yeah.
We sat down and everyone, took their own way.
All right, but this is interesting to me. So the other two partners in that band, they have not had the solo careers that you've had. They're not at the level that you are. I know they have their own careers in the industry, but they don't have the level of fame and notoriety that you do. I mean, honestly, we go from what's his name, Johnny Ventura, right, through today, and who's the guy you did the? I can't remember his name. You did Amaurus Camilo.
Aramis Camilo.
I'm at Aramis.
Aramis.
See, you got to teach me Spanish. But
Aramis.
these are legends, and it feels like, from everything I've seen, you're the next face of merengue. You're the next face of this genre,
Thank
right?
you.
They're not that. Your partners are not that, but that's okay.
Well, no, but I mean, they never liked like merengue as much as I did. I mean, they like other like.
Where did that come from for you, merengue? Where did that hit?
My brother Daniel Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Who's also a singer and a writer. He loves merengue. I mean, his first two groups that he was in the '90s, it was merengue. So they were merengue, and I started like liking merengue when I was like around 9, 10, and I don't know. I feel something in my heart when I listen to it.
Yeah.
Since I was a little boy, and it's very interesting. I mean, I always knew that was my north, my goal. I mean, I love pop, I love rock, I love all the music of the '60s and the '50s, or Frankie Valli, the Beach Boys, the Beatles, Elvis. I mean, all of that music, I love it as well. I mean, my it's very wide of the music. How do you say it?
Your a palette.
Exactly.
Musical palette. Yeah.
I love every kind of music, but merengue, it has another
Spectrum palette. Yeah, sorry.
Exactly, spectrum.
Yeah, merengue. Well, so then here's a question for you.
But they're doing very well.
Yeah, right.
Javier and JJ. I mean, Javier is always doing very well in musical theater. Now he's producing as well. He started producing, and JJ is dancing a lot and becoming a part of a lot of musical theater. Musicals.
Yeah, no, I get it. So, loving merengue so much, you've had some people that don't love you or your merengue, like a guy like Oliver Sanchez, right? Big radio DJ, made a career, it seems like, out of I don't know, for lack of a better phrase, shit talking your merengue.
That's part of it,
Right, but how do you deal with that? How do you deal with the criticism and keep going? Is there anything that you do? Do you just block it out?
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning, a couple of years ago, I mean, when I started, like, I don't know, 8 years ago, like about 2 years in my career, I mean, something happened and I really felt it, and I felt bad and everything, but that taught me a lot.
What happened, if you don't mind sharing? Do you recall?
No, something like that as well. I mean, somebody talking about like negative about and inventing stuff. And that's always gonna happen. I mean, I didn't know it at the beginning, because I mean, I was new at this. But then I started, analyzing everything, and if you know where you're coming from, and you know where you're going to, and you know who you are, and you're in peace with God. I mean, those are words.
Yeah.
And the words, the wind takes it. I don't know if you say it in Spanish. El viento se las lleva. And I've had this skin of crocodile that they say here as well.
Yeah.
And they could say anything, and it doesn't change the reality. I mean, that's their opinion, and that's really good too. I mean, there has to be like a lot of opinion. I mean, I'm not a $100 bill that I'm gonna be likable to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at that one. Ramon Orlando.
Oh yeah.
Ramon Orlando is one of the biggest producers and arreglistas of the Dominican Republic.
Very cool. Yeah, it's gonna be fun tonight. So we're at Hasta La Tamboora.
He's huge, but in the '80s and the '90s, he was one of the biggest.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're at this merengue club essentially, right? Hasta La Tamboora, or I don't know if it's merengue club. Is that the right way to put it?
Yeah, you can say that.
Music club, a merengue club, and he's going to perform a little later. We'll have that for you, so it'll be a lot of fun. But the criticism stuff. So I know for a lot of people it does hold them back. Today, you're sort of, again, like you've ascended, it seems, past it. Like you've been widely accepted as the guy in merengue. What was for you, if you remember, what was a moment you felt like, wow, I made it? Like I'm legit. I'm a real merengue singer now.
No, I mean that hasn't. I mean, I don't know.
It had to be a moment. I know
I
you're a
mean,
humble guy, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of times
try one of these.
that it's not that I've thought that I'm legit, but there's a lot of steps that that I've encountered or I have accomplished that it made me more um, how do you say it?
Confident?
Confident
Yeah.
of what I'm doing and where I'm going to and what do I want to accomplish, and I want to do this with all the respect of the world. I mean, not only for the rhythm for merengue, but also for Ramon Orlando, for all these legendary personalities that are still alive and the ones that are not alive. I mean, they trace the way for us, and I have to do it always with a lot of respect for them, for the rhythm, and for the public. I try to always try to the content of my music, not only in the lyrics, in the videos, and my social media and stuff. I always try to do it with a lot of respect for the public as well.
What about
¡Epa! Un abrazo. ¿Cómo anda todo? ¿Cómo anda todo? ¡Ay, Leo! Dios mío. Nos vemos ahora. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
No, we're good. We're good. What about pinch me moments? Moments where you were like,
Wow.
You remember one or two? That's if
Yeah, of
I
course.
ask that, what's the first one that jumps to mind? Pinch me moment in your career.
Palacio de los Deportes. It's one of the stadiums here in Santo Domingo. My first big concert, it was last year in 2023. It was at this. I mean, I see the video with you here, and I still see it, and I cannot believe it. It's very surreal. Because I mean, a couple of years ago, I was performing at a little restaurant with two musicians.
Yeah.
And people eating dinner and looking at me like, I don't want you here. I mean, why don't the
Like
DJ put music?
like a stand-up comedian. You hear those
Exactly.
stories, right?
Yeah,
Where they
of
kind of,
course.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love stand-up comedy. I follow,
Me too.
that's
Who's your
another
favorite? Who's your
conversation.
favorite? No, that's a good conversation.
Maniscalco.
Oh
Right now,
my God, I
Maniscalco.
love Maniscalco.
Maniscalco.
It's one of my favorite. Actually, our oldest son, Sebastian,
Uh-huh.
not named after him, but we were watching him while my wife was pregnant with
Oh,
our
yeah.
9-year-old. We were watching him and we're like, Sebastian, that's a good name.
Yeah, he's really
He's
really
amazing.
good.
You like Bill Burr?
Bill Burr.
Burr's one of my favorites of all
Chappelle,
time.
I love
Chappelle's
Chappelle as well. I mean, they're different. Everyone,
Yeah.
they're different.
The performance.
Seinfeld as well. I mean,
You know, I did stand up for a while.
oh, for real?
I did in Boston. I did it for like 3 or 4 months. Open mics, nothing crazy. It was just I was like 32, and it was one of those things. To your point, where I was like, if I had a dream in my 20s, it would have been that to be a stand-up because I love stand-up comedy. Like people love live music.
You know, I always say to my brother, I'm not gonna die if I don't do one stand-up
Do
one
it.
night.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, it would be really interesting.
it's fun.
My jokes are really bad.
Mine are too, but it's still
But I
fun.
love it.
My jokes were all about being a white dude married to a Dominican girl.
Oh.
It was just like, you know,
have a lot of stuff.
oh my God, like volumes of it. Now I just do it on YouTube. But,
Exactly.
but it was amazing. I did it for a few months. I performed with some bigger names like that nobody knows, but like, you know, a guy named Joe Wong, a guy named Gary Goldman that were there. Like if you're a geek about comedy, you know who they are. But for me, if I go to a city when I travel, some people are like, oh, I want to go to a bar. I want to go see like live music. I'm like, get me to an open mic. I want to watch.
Wow.
I just think the courage it takes to get up there,
Oh my God.
right? And say,
a lot of courage.
I'm going to say some weird things and let's see if you like
and
it.
Let's see.
Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
It's huge.
But yeah, I mean, going back, that's a pinch me moment, the biggest pinch me moment that I've had. I mean, the Palacio de los Deportes. I'm trying to say it in English and Spanish.
Deportes,
I
yeah.
mean, it was a
Sports
huge
stadium, yeah.
It was a huge night for me. I mean, almost 6,000 people there, and
Wow.
for real. I mean, what has happened to me in this rhythm in my country. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, to know, at least for me to know everything what I have to traveled or go through, it has been really. And look at everything that God has gave me until now. It's amazing. I mean, I feel so humble and so grateful of having all this success. Because I mean, even though I'm not, like known worldwide.
Yet.
I know that. I mean, but what God has gave me, I could die
Yeah.
at this level years from now, not now.
Yeah.
Huh? And I'm really well, and I will be happy for the rest of my life.
It's interesting. First time I saw you perform was at that concert in Punta Cana.
Exactly.
And then I saw you in Cibao at the Cibao Arena in Santiago, which thank you again for the invite. But I said this to you in one of our 3-minute voice texts. Sorry, they're always long.
Yeah.
But I was watching, not understand. I don't know the language enough, right? I can kind of get conversational Spanish a little bit, but I don't understand. So I remember watching the opening acts in Punta Cana, the people that came in before you. They were really good. And so I said to my wife before you came on, I'm like, what's the difference? Like, what's this guy, meaning Manny, what's he gonna do that makes him, this merengue star versus these folks? And then you came out, and it was, I'm not gonna say, oh, it's your voice or it's your dancing. Like, they were all great voices, great dancing. But there's just something that like emanates, whatever, it's from God or whatever you want to call it, but there's something that just comes out. I no bullshit. I said to her, I'm like, oh, I get it. I said it to you. I don't remember the text, but I said it to you because like when you watch you, it's like, wow, there's like, that's a performer, man. Like that's somebody that's doing what he's built to do. And it was no different in Santiago. So it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch somebody who is in love with and great at their craft. So it's been fun to watch that.
Thank you for that.
Of course.
I don't know what to say about that.
Nothing. I'll ask another question. You do weddings still?
Yeah.
Is that just cause, or like, are you holding on to? I know I performed at arenas, but it's money. It's good money. I can do it. I mean, like, why do you do weddings?
The thing is that we live in a country that the art is a small country. I mean, and we don't have as much of festivals as maybe the U.S. or Colombia, like a big country that that you could do concerts every week, and in a different city because they're 8 hours away or 12 hours away. I mean, over here it's a small country. We don't have as much of festivals as we wanted to, and the other gigs that are available are weddings or parties of a corporate.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Private corporate events.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those two, I mean, are the key of every like every how do you say, every artist here of merengue, salsa, bachata. If you live here, I mean, that's where you mainly.
I see you though, like you've been in Venezuela, you've been in Colombia, Mexico, I think Miami, United States. You performed there.
Yeah, Miami, New York.
Is that something that you're going to do more of, or want to do more of?
Of course,
yeah. What's the barrier? What makes it? Is it hard to do?
Well, no, but you have to have a fan base, of course, in that place first, and I was letting that fan base grow a little bit more in a couple of places. Next year, I'm gonna be for the first time in Spain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a couple of years that they wanted. A lot of people wanted me to go over there and have my first concert. But I mean, here maybe I could produce my own concerts and stuff and do the big ones. But over there, I have to wait for empresario. How do you say?
I know that word.
A promoter or something.
Yeah.
To hire me and to go and so it could be worth. I mean, I have to have a couple of shows, not only one. I mean, it's in Europe, but in Venezuela, I have to thank God that I'll be able to go like a couple of times already, and the United States as well, Miami, New York, New Jersey. Next year, I'm going to be for the first time in Boston, in Orlando. Somebody
reach out and ask him. You ask him to come to Boston,
yes,
please. My mother loves him.
Oh, my God. Boston, I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, next year, I'm going to be there on the 8th of February. I haven't said it yet, but I mean, I could say it here already.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in Puerto Rico for the first time.
Oh, amazing.
The 8th of February. And nothing. I mean, all these dates are going to be coming out in the first couple of weeks of January. I mean, I'm really looking forward of 2025.
I'm going to commit to the Boston show.
Yeah.
I'm going to come.
I mean, Boston,
my wife would
it's
love
unbelievable.
To go. Her whole family's there. Her mom.
I almost went this year, but I mean, it didn't happen.
Well, this is interesting. So you're a content creator as well. So there's a couple of questions in here, right? Like obviously you have your Instagram, you have your YouTube, you do music videos and all of that stuff. something that people have asked me, and we actually had an exchange on this. I don't know if you recall, but talking about like sponsorships and promotional deals.
There was something flying
Mosquito?
around.
No, it's fine. We're outside. It's bound to, and it's rained forever. Has it been raining in Santo Domingo the last 3 weeks?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's been ridiculous. There was like rivers in Punta Cana.
Unbelievable.
Insane. But as a content creator, he's chasing ghosts. I love it.
Tú lo ves, de verdad. ¿Eh? Ah, una abeja.
Oh, I see it. I see it right there. You see it?
Ah, sí.
Yeah. Just let it go.
Just let it be. Let it be.
Very good. Let it be. It's a bee. Can't see it. But as a content creator, something I'm learning is build. You kind of said it. Like build. What's the word? Like not desire, but build demand before you try to go in and almost like monetize. Right? It's kind of what you're saying, right? Like before I go in, like let me go to Spain, let me go here, let me go there. Let me build demand.
Exactly.
Let me build an audience and build demand. How much of what you are do you define as merengue singer versus content creator or marketer? Because you're really good at marketing. Somebody even said that if you weren't a singer, social media marketing would be your business. Is that true?
I mean, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yep.
I mean, it's a really interesting world. I mean, I always liked to do videos and take photos. Before in the 90s.
Yeah.
I always used to have my cam, my Sony.
Yeah.
I still have it, and I still have all the tapes. And everybody used to tell me, "You always with that?"
Oh, you have like the 8mm, the camcorder? Oh, no kidding.
I have it, yeah, the
Wow.
Sony one. Or
9mm?
Panasonic, I don't remember now.
9mm? Yeah.
But I mean, it was really interesting for me. And then when all this came out, I mean, it wasn't new for me, like to take pictures and take videos and stuff. And you know, I mean, yeah, I like it. I was talking to my wife last night, and we were speaking, and she was telling me, if you were an artist, like a singer, I mean, we would have we would be doing a lot more videos, like content
creation and
yeah,
marketing.
Exactly. Because I mean, but I have to limit myself from doing a couple of stuff, you know, because I mean, I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not a content creator. I have to be, but a singer, and I have to like maybe look forward to that. But anyways, I don't want to limit myself only to that, and I have to. If I like doing this, I follow a lot of Michael Bublé and Jason Derulo.
I gotta tell you a story about
and
Michael Bublé.
And I see them and I see myself in them, because I mean they're singers. But they do a lot of content creations, and I love it, because I mean I follow the artists, but I also follow their how do you say like the funny version of them, you know, because they're really funny.
The personality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I could if I could like let my personality like show to the people. I mean, that would be really, really awesome as well. I mean, I don't like, you know, the guy like who poses and, you know, like, oh, yes, look, I'm pretty, or look, I'm sexy. I'm not pretty or sexy, I'm just saying. But, you know, a lot of artists, they take it in that way.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. I mean, I try to be funny like all the time, and nothing. I mean, I try to show that in the social media.
Yeah, no, 100%. Richie. I was talking to Richie Rojas.
Oh, Richie Rojas.
Yeah, I met him at your launch party.
Oh, that's right.
And
yeah.
super nice guy. And we got
he's one of my producers of a couple of songs.
Yeah, super nice guy. And I was saying to him, like, you know, for me coming down, I'm trying to place Manny in like in the pop culture sort of lexicon, like not Taylor Swift, you know, like, but what is the? And I said to him, I'm like, I get like Michael Bublé, and he's like, yeah, exactly, like. Well followed.
Wow.
You know, not like the biggest name in the land. You know, not yet Juan Luis Guerra or anything like that, but well known. If you happen to be in town and you see he's performing, like, oh, you want to go see him. You've heard his music. You know who he is, and he owns the genre. Like Michael Bublé owns what is it? Like the old crooner
exactly.
music, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that along the way were like, who is this fake crooner, right? Like, he's not Sinatra, he's not this, right? Like, and they've come around to him now being like the modern day crooner.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the same story for you. Like,
Yeah.
who's this kind of bubblegum merengue guy coming around, right?
There you go.
And now it's like, no, this guy's the merengue guy. Like, you've been handed the mantle.
I mean, time has to pass.
Sure.
So I have to break all those walls that a lot of people maybe have about me.
Yep.
And I've broken down a whole lot, but I mean, there's still a lot, a lot of people that maybe are, cause it happens in every single way. Una foto. Venga.
Let me get out of the way.
Estamos grabando, pero una fotito rápido no pasa nada.
Ay, mi amor.
Ay, hola.
Oh,
Déjame.
I'm gonna move.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna move. No, you're good. You're good.
Vamos. No, tú.
Watch your phone there.
He's one of the best percussionists here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I forget where we were. Content.
Yeah. I
Michael
mean,
Bublé,
it has happened. I mean,
over
it
time.
happens all the time. I mean, when a new brand, because you have to call a brand.
Yeah.
Comes out, like, a lot of people are, skeptical. Like, oh, who's this? Or what is this? I don't like it. Something new.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like new stuff.
100%. What for you as a brand, do you rely at all on your content to help you support you financially as you're building kind of the music business part of it? You have like YouTube, Google AdSense, you've got sponsorships. Are you starting to leverage that as well as the business of Manny?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
So to be paid, right? You're being, like you said, I do the weddings because there's income in it. It's a small country. You're not yet in Spain. You're not yet in Boston. You're trying to expand that.
Yeah.
But right now, is content creator a part of the business of Manny Cruz? Meaning, is there an income stream
I understand.
that you're able to generate from just content creation?
I stopped it. I stopped a lot of stuff.
Like what do you mean? What were you doing?
I mean, a lot of brands.
Yeah.
Still comes to me and say, oh, look, we're gonna do this and that. We wanna do this and that with you. But I mean, if the brand doesn't, I don't feel connected to the brand,
aligned.
or feel that it's aligned with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I cannot think about the money. I mean, I have to think about my future and the future of what I'm where I want to go.
Yeah.
If I was a content creator, maybe I take everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I mean, my wife she's a content creator. She's a producer of events, but she's a content creator, and she has to feel aligned as well. But she takes more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get that.
She's not a singer, but I mean, I have to be very, very sure of what I'm doing, and that is gonna add to what I want to accomplish.
That's good to hear. I feel like I'm a pain in the ass because I say no to everybody.
Oh,
I
yeah?
say no to everybody. Yeah, I mean, the only ones I say yes to, it's really aligned. Like I work with this mattress company called Chones Naco, but they donated. They called me and said, hey, you work with this charity. Can we donate mattresses? And I'm like, absolutely. There were 4 ladies that were sleeping on the floor at this place in Friusa up in Punta Cana. And they're like, yeah, they donated mattresses. Those ladies had beds that night. So I'm like, whatever I can do to help you, I want to be in. That's a brand I want to be a part of. Or Javi.
Oh, you're taking it? Hold on. What is the cativilla?
Eat.
Cativilla, de queso?
Esas son de res y esas son
De queso. This is cativilla.
Yeah.
This is like son de yuca, ¿verdad? This is like a cassava.
Cassava.
Yeah. With
Cassava.
cheese.
Yeah.
Cassava.
It's excellent. It's really good. This is more of a drink mixology place for those of you that are going to come down and check it out. It's not as much a food place. So, you want to put these on the side for you? Honestly.
For me to take home?
Yeah, whatever. Why not? Why not? It's here. There's more chicharron too. But this is more of a mixology place. Great drinks. This drink is like Nutella and what did I say? Nutella and rum. And it's fantastic. But I like girly drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're one of my best friends is like that too.
On a show. Oh. Yeah, pasteles. My wife is going to be jealous. She loves pasteles.
Pasteles.
This is probably her favorite thing. So we're talking about content. Oh, so from the creator standpoint, yeah, it's a matter of like being very selective with who you work with, and how you work and all of that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. We got to get you to your performance here, but I'm just looking at my notes here to see if there's anything else that jumped. Well, let's talk about the album. So you have the new album. I don't know how to say it in Spanish. 2080, 2080. How do you say?
They're both right.
How do you
2080.
say? You say 2080?
Yeah, I don't know why.
You're not in Spanish?
I mean, no, I say it in Spanish, 2080.
Yeah, okay.
But in Spanish, I say it 2080. I mean, 2080.
Yeah.
A lot of people say 2080, 2080.
Yeah. Well, why did you choose that? Why 2080?
Because I mean, what I did with this album is to mix both decades, the 2000s, the 2020s now
Yep.
that we're living, and what is that?
Gracias.
Mojito de coco. Jimmy, for you.
What is that?
What is it called?
Mojito de coco.
Mojito de coco.
Mojito de coco. You sure you don't
Coconut
want to try?
mojito.
Wanna
No,
try?
no,
No?
you
You
go
good?
ahead. You go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm
It is
sorry.
delicious.
You're mixing the two. This does look amazing. You're mixing the two. What's that?
It's okay. No,
He's a wine guy.
Yeah.
He's a wine guy. He warned me before. He's like, listen,
you,
man,
man.
I drink wine. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, what are you sorry about? Enjoy wine. Enjoy your wine.
But yeah, I wanted to mix both, both worlds, and it's good.
Oh my God. For a girly drink guy, that's incredible. Even for a guy drink guy, that's incredible. If you like cocoa,
Yeah.
wow, that's good. I gotta try it. Go
So
ahead.
yeah, so I mixed the 80s and the 2000s in this city, in this album, and what I wanted to do is make a homenaje, a tribute,
Tribute,
to a lot of artists that
You did
have
too, yeah.
influenced me.
Yeah.
There's Fernando Villalona, Sergio Vargas, Wilfrido Vargas, Aramis Camilo with El Motor, Los Hermanos Rosario, Rasputin, and I did a song,
In English,
a
yeah.
version of All Night Long
Yeah.
of Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie,
I
yeah.
did it in merengue, in English, but in merengue.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this album. I mean, it has become so, because I had this idea of, all these people made who I am, made me. I mean, all everything of what Manny is a little bit of all these artists and a lot more that Manny was born, under this influence. And I mean, I love it so much because I could do all this, their being alive, made this tribute to them.
Yeah.
And having them in the song and in the video, I mean, it's a lot more special.
Oh.
I mean, what happened with El Hombre Divertido with Wilfrido Vargas, that was the first single a couple of months ago. It was unbelievable. Then All Night Long of Lionel Richie, and then El Motor. It's has become viral and the social media, and I love it because to connect with all those people that lived through the 80s, and to connect with all the new generations that don't know about those songs. It's beautiful. I mean, it's amazing. And
Did you have to get the rights for All Night Long with
Yeah,
Lionel
of
Richie?
course, yeah.
Did you? Is he alive? I don't even know.
yeah, he's alive.
Was there a chance to work with him on that or no?
No, I wish.
Yeah?
I wish. I mean, but I have faith that one day next year, I'm gonna meet him.
Yeah. I mean, has anybody else remade his song? I don't even know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of covers and stuff.
It was great, man.
YouTube.
First English song, and this is your first English interview.
Exactly.
Big year for
2024.
English for you, man. It's the 2024 English
And then
year.
my first English concert.
Wow.
Can you
I think
imagine?
You'll isolate too many people. Too many of your fans. Although if you do it in the States, maybe, because they all speak English and Spanish. So,
Yeah.
man, what's next for you? We'll try some pasteles in a second, and we'll head inside. But what's
Yeah.
next for you? What's the
Nothing. Next year, it's gonna be amazing. I know it. I could feel it in my blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year, 2025. It's gonna be the year of a lot of concerts in the U.S. and Europe.
Do you fear balance with the family at all, or are you taking them with you?
No, I sometimes I take them. I take them maybe 2-3 times, but it's difficult because the kids are in school still. But I try to balance as much as possible my time. And now at the end of the year, it's a lot more difficult. It's been like 3 weeks that I don't put to sleep the kids. Hola, ¿cómo le va? Bien. Oh, they're coming to say hi.
That's okay. That's okay.
¿Cómo le va? Bien.
Bien, ¿y tú?
Qué bueno.
Hola, hola.
Digan adiós a la cámara aquí que estamos haciendo una entrevista.
Ay, perdón.
No, pero digan adiós.
So you try to take the kids with you, but not always. Not always
No, and it's been 3 weeks that I haven't been able to put them to sleep. I mean, it's hard because I mean we have that tradition over there in my house. I
Yeah.
mean, we do everything for the kids. I mean,
Yeah.
we take them to school, we pick them up.
Same.
We take them to ballet class, to music class. Mateo is in drums. I mean, it's for me it's been really difficult because I mean, in this past 2 weeks I've been in Puerto Rico, Miami, New York, and I don't know where else.
Were you Orlando?
In Orlando.
Right.
Yeah, I knew there was another city.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's been really difficult. I mean, all the traveling, the neck, it was hurting for the first time in my life. A lot of tension, a little sleep, and you know, but anyways, I mean, this is
That's the life.
that's the life that I've chosen. I mean, I try to balance it as much as possible, and I've learned to say no, a lot of no's. I mean, because I mean, I can have everybody happy, you know.
Yeah.
I have to be myself happy first, and then.
100%.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you doing this.
No.
Is it hard to get around the country without being recognized on a daily basis now?
Yeah.
Is there a day that goes by that you're not?
No.
Do you draw back from doing anything as a result of that? Like, do you not
No.
leave the house as much, or
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I don't do.
grocery shopping?
I used to do it a lot more. Now, yeah, I stopped. Not because of that, because I mean, I like to say hi to people and stuff. But you know, like I tried a lot of times to avoid like crowded places and stuff. And if I'm with my family, you know, it's a little bit, yeah, difficult. You know, if I'm eating with them, a lot of people, oh yeah, and you know, I want to be with them, but I want to say hi to the people.
Sure.
So it's like a battle in me, like, oh my God, what do I do?
Yeah.
But I mean, the people are the ones who have gave me everything. So
Yeah.
I have to be grateful to them. And if they want a picture, if they want to say something, I have to be present in that couple of seconds, and I want to give them,
Yep.
so they could remember that. Oh, one time I met Manny Cruz, and yes, he was really a gentleman to
Yeah.
me. You know, I want them to have that really nice memory of the time. 'Cause I mean, if I let's say I love Luis Miguel, David Bisbal, Mark Anthony, and one time I met David Bisbal for the first time. I mean, I've seen him already a couple of times, but the first time he was really nice to me.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, oh my God, David Bisbal for me, and if maybe he would have given me like a negative thing, or you know, then I was like, oh my God, I mean. Something came.
The idol
Yeah,
falls, right?
exactly.
No, I get that. I'm not on the same level, but I get recognized a bit around the country,
of course
especially
you-
on the expat side or whatever. People that are coming here from the States or just visiting. And it's the same thing. Like sometimes I'm running through. Like I just got out of the gym, I got to get home, and
Exactly,
it's like I
exactly.
want to say hi, like I do.
Oh, yeah.
Nice to meet you. Take a picture or whatever, and it's amazing. It's humbling. It's truly
Mm-hmm.
humbling. But I do wonder sometimes if I come across as like impatient, or if I came across as like I'm sorry, like yeah, it's good to meet you, I got to go.
The other day a lot of stuff has happened to me. The other day I was in a funeral.
Oh,
In the funeral. And I was there sitting down, and all the people crying, and these two ladies came to me and was like, can we take a picture of you? I was like, wow, look, this is gonna be my first time saying no.
Outside.
I have to say no
Right.
out of respect of, you know? And I told them, please forgive me, but I mean, when we go outside, maybe we could do it.
did they
In
understand?
the hospital, sometimes as well, me of a relative sick and stuff, and me, you know, with a sad face, can I take a picture? I'm like, of course. I was like, oh my God, it's unbelievable. But I mean, this is the life I chose.
Yeah. Last thing, and then we're gonna eat. Favorite person that you've met? You got Mark Anthony. You've written a song for Shakira with your brother. I don't know if you met her or not, but like
Shakira, no.
Prince.
Yeah, Prince Royce, yeah.
Prince Royce. Like favorite person. Well, you were just in Orlando with Prince Royce, right?
In Miami.
Miami. You guys were
Yeah.
thumping to I think Biggie or Dre or something. I thought you said you posted a story.
With Biggie?
The song. It was the song on the radio. I heard the song on the. You
Oh,
posted
yeah?
a story, and yeah.
Oh,
Biggie
I think it was Biggie, yeah.
Biggie or Dre or one of
Yeah,
those. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
But
this
it was
guy.
a different story.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
stories. But favorite star that you've met.
Wow. Favorite story.
And that doesn't mean that the rest are not cool, but like for you, just that
I mean, to me, Mark Anthony, it was unbelievable.
yeah. You performed with him,
And perform with him.
right?
Unbelievable. More unbelievable.
Incredible.
Yeah, Mark Anthony, David Bisbal. I mean, I wish one time I meet Luis Miguel, Romeo Santos as well. Juan Luis Guerra. I mean, Juan Luis Guerra for me is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, we saw him live recently. He was amazing.
I wish sometimes God gives me the opportunity of performing with him one song. I mean, for me, it will be a really a dream come true.
Yeah.
I sent him one of my sneakers.
Yeah.
I sent him a couple of months ago, and he posted it. Oh, thank you, Manny. I was like,
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks. I'm going to let you perform.
thank you so much.
Thanks for doing this. I know
Thank you
got a
so
ton going
much.
on. So you want to try one of these?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know how to.
And anyone, hi to everyone. I'm sorry about my English. My English is not very good looking, like Mark Anthony said.
That's what he said. My English is not good looking.
It's not very good looking.
His English is like, isn't he lived in the States forever?
No, he didn't say that. I think Celia Cruz said it. I think Celia Cruz.
Okay, gotcha.
My English is not very good looking. Yeah, but it was wonderful.
Grab one of these things, put it on the
So this
plate.
is pastel en hoja.
That looks good. Like I said, my wife's going to be jealous.
Yeah.
She loves
Put a little
these.
bit of Tabasco.
Is that the way to do it? I'm going to follow your lead.
I mean, I don't put them as much, but yeah,
Gracias. I got to put it up on the table so people can actually see what the heck I'm eating.
exactly.
You have you performed here before?
No.
First time?
You know, I mean, this is a merengue club, like he said before, and I haven't been able to come yet. It's good.
Very good. Wow.
Su permiso.
They were telling me the story of this place. 3-4 years old. They went through COVID. So, wow, that's good. You like it?
Yep.
Really good? You fueled up? This isn't, what do you do?
I gotta put a Tabasco.
You do what? Mangu at Adrian Tropical? Is that your
Oh, yeah.
post
Last
performance?
night I was there.
That's your post performance spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
How do you know that?
I know everything. I know everything.
My musicians, come here, Henry. Come here.
Ah, yes,
Come
yes.
Henry Jimenez, everyone.
Yes.
He's
Hello.
He's one of the biggest
you for
producers
everything.
of merengue of Dominican Republic. He's one. I mean, I admire him. A lot of people love him. A lot of artists. He has the owner. Or how do you say owner of a lot of hits? Of the maker, the creator of
Yeah.
a lot of hits.
Well, Johnny Ventura's music director, right?
yes.
For many
Exactly.
years. So, yeah, a
Yeah,
legend.
Manny Cruz, the Homeboys. What else?
You know that I'm a fan of Jay.
Oh, everyone is a fan of Jay.
You know how we met?
Oh.
I was in Nacional at the bookstore in Santo Domingo,
Uh-huh.
and I pulled out this book by this guy named Manny Cruz called Santo Domingo about, it's like kids book.
Yes.
Because we were looking for a new kids book to read to our kids for
That's how
bed.
you met me?
So I go on. I didn't know who you were.
You see?
So I go on Instagram and I follow him, and I kid you not, like 3 seconds later he follows back.
Wow.
I'm like, who is this guy?
Because I've seen you before, but I didn't
said
follow.
that.
I haven't followed you before.
So I messaged you because
I'm a
I always
bad
do that when I
person.
see somebody like, all right, I get what this guy, and so I was like, whatever, I'm gonna message you, like, hey man, getting your book, love your profile, whatever, and that's it. And then you reply with a voice text because he's Dominican.
Uh-huh.
Dominicans don't. If it's 2 seconds to say okay, it's voice text.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
right.
We don't text.
It's
That's
never
right.
ever.
Yeah.
Ever. So then we got on WhatsApp and all that crap, but yeah, and then we just started communicating from there. But you said, yeah, hey, I don't know why I haven't hit the follow button before, but I've seen a lot of your stuff. So humbling for both of
But
you. Humbling.
it's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Manny and I, we have been friends for such a long time, and we are always communicating behind closed door. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I like this, I like that,
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
this. And he's always been so humble because he always tells me,
Oh my God.
whatever happens, if you see something that I'm doing that is not correct, please let
me know.
Yeah.
And that is so humbling. And after he has become famous, after he has done it all, he still comes back. What do you think?
He's crazy humble.
so-
He's crazy humble and crazy accessible for a guy
Totally.
with his fame. He doesn't understand his fame.
Totally.
I don't. Everybody tells me that, but it's good. I mean, I
It's
don't
better to stay
understand.
humble. But yeah, man, like I said that to Richie. I'm like, does this dude understand his
Richie Roja.
Richie
Ah,
Roja.
Richie
Like, does
Roja.
he understand his stature? He's like, no, has no idea.
I don't want to crash.
No,
it.
we're good. We're done. We're finishing up
See you
pasteles.
later.
This was great. Got to check this place out.
Hasta La Tamboora,
Thank you
people.
for having us, man.
Hey,
God,
it's
Tambora.
my pleasure.
we're gonna go in and watch some music now.
Of course,
Yeah.
we're gonna play, and there's gonna be a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
We have a lot of special guests.
I love it. I love
Yes.
it. All right, we'll have fun.
Continue.
Ciao,
All right.
ciao.
Cool. Just gonna
Good.
finish this up and we're done.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys. Do you guys eat? Here, have some chicharron. You ready, man?
Yeah.
You tired?
Huh?
No?
Tired?
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm always
You
tired.
can get up though and go.
Yeah, of course.
Look at you. I'm excited. We're gonna take some B-roll if that's cool, some video.
Claro.
We'll put it on,
Of course, yeah.
on with this and help promote the album.
Yeah,
and everything. This will probably come out in another week or two. The editor has to go through it. I give him a bunch of shit. I go through like different things to do. But it'll be fun. This will be a great interview. I'm glad you did an English one, man. How did it feel?
Good.
Right? Better than you thought?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I get it. But you did great. This was fun. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for everything, honestly, for the connection.
What are you? No, come on. What are your biggest fan base?
Like, who are they? Where are they?
Where are they?
New York, Miami, Dominicans. That's the majority of my, I just shouldn't say, American, it's Dominican diaspora.
Yeah.
So it's American, European, Canadian, Dominicans. That's my following. People think it's like white Americans. Like,
Yeah, no.
people hit me like, oh, you're encouraging all these Americans. I'm like, no, it's all Dominicans, man, that want to repatriate. They want to come back.
Yeah.
But I always look at, like, my audience is a little bit higher end, I think, like six-figure earners, Dominican, they have some money to invest. And I didn't intend it, but like, I've invested in real estate in the past in the States. So as I was making content, I guess naturally I just sort of gravitated here.
Exactly.
To like real estate and people were like, do you have a realtor? So I started doing referrals to realtors, referrals to attorneys.
Wow.
So that's an income source beyond what I was already making from my businesses in the States. But honestly, man, I'm enjoying the process. I'm trying to hit this middle where I'm not forever Dominican guy, but more like expat guy. So I want to get into Colombia. I want to get into other parts of the world as well.
Nice.
But this is home. Like we've just taken the 1 year thing off and said, this is home. We're happy here. We love it here.
Nice, man.
I feel at home here. I know it's crazy, but some gringo from
Yeah, I mean, you connected.
Michigan.
You connected with the culture.
Yeah, with my wife. That's the first first connection was her.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I connected with the culture.
Yeah.
But it's been amazing.
How long have you been? With her?
With we've been married 14 years.
14 years.
14
wow.
years, yeah. How long have you been married?
9.
9 years. And your
years.
kids are how old?
Mine are 6. He's gonna be 7 in January, and the other one is 3.5.
Yeah, we're 9 and 6, so we're a little older. But
Yeah, but 3 years
similar.
apart.
Yeah, 3 years apart. Yep. And you have a girl, boy?
Yeah.
Girl, boy. There they are. Yes, you're better than me. I have my wife on mine. There's us.
Oh, nice.
Yo nací en la República Dominicana.